here. Um, and today I'm going to tell you about a wonderful experiment which took place in the 19th century in America. The main purpose of this experiment was to predict the future of human society in conditions of overpopulation and an abundance of all resources. Next slide, please. So this experiment was made by American scientist John Calhoun, and he made this experiment with mice. After some time of research, he made, next slide, he made a huge cage and put there 4 pairs of mice. He was thinking about how overpopulation will affect on human society, because this problem was very relevant for that period of time, and many Western people thought about this problem because of post-war baby boom. So this cage was really very huge. It was 2 meters long and 2 meters high. And this cage was the real mice paradise. So why it was so? Because in this case, we can find a lot of food, a lot of water, a lot of breeding nests. Also, there were no infections, no predators in it. So it was real mice paradise. As it seems, mice should be happy. They should breed and really live life and live long and have happy life. Okay? But there were some problems. Next slide. The problem was that in this case were put just 4 pairs of healthy mice, scientists were looking for how they will be doing in this cage. And after some time, they saw that in these pairs of mice understood in which mice paradise they were, and they began to breed rapidly. This growth was really very huge, because every 55 days the amount of mice doubled. But after some time, there were some problems in my society. Which problems? There were not a lot of space. So there were too many young animals, and old animals didn't die because it wasn't nature, and they were they become aggressive. So we can see that in this period of time, the new category of outcasts appeared. This category of mice were damaged by other mice, older mice. They were aggressive to them. And why outcasts? Because they always have some injuries on their tails and blood traces on their bodies. So mice showed a really aggressive behavior, which they didn't show it before. Even after that, we can see the second problem, which was in mice paradise. The second problem was the category of outcasts. They were broken psychologically. They didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fight for females. They didn't want to protect them. They didn't want to fight for the territory, and they didn't communicate to each other. They just avoid any conflict. And it was a huge problem, because this decreased the level of birth rate in their population. But what can we see then? We can see that females became more aggressive. Why? They need to protect their offspring. They need to fight, because they were under attacks from other mice. And what was very surprising and very, very strange, that these mice showed aggression not only on other mice, but on their own offspring too. They even killed some of them, and they refused to breed. They go to the top nests of this cage and didn't want to breed at all. After this period of time, we can say about the last and the very important phase of mice society. It was the 4th stage, and it was the phase of death. Why death? Because all mice died. How it was? Because they lived in real paradise. But in this stage, we can say that the new category of mice appeared. It was the beautiful ones. The beautiful ones were male mice who didn't want to breed at all. They didn't take part in any conflicts. They just eat, sleep, clean their fur, and they didn't want to have something common with females, and they didn't want to breed at all. So they were called the beautiful because they didn't have any injuries on their bodies. And these mice were really very stupid. They didn't make any social roles. They didn't show really complex behavior. They were just living without any social functions. Okay. So after the experiment, all mice died. It was after approximately 5 years till the date of the beginning of this experiment. Why it was so? Dr. Calhoun said that it was the first death in spirit. Broken psychological mice didn't want to fight for the territory for females. They didn't want to live, in fact. And after this, they got the second death. It was real physical death. And it was really very strange for me that mice who were living in the conditions of really abundance of all necessary resources, they practiced homosexualism and cannibalism, and they were very aggressive. They don't live like scientists would like them to live. And after the end of this experiment, Dr. Calhoun decided to put the beautiful ones, males, with females in new cage with new wonderful conditions, and they would like them to breed and to give a new population. But he was wrong, they didn't. So all mice died. And Dr. Calhoun told us that mice and people have much in common. So the main trait of people is to fight and to overcome challenges, to not to die in spirit. So we really must live in stress and in pressure and in under pressure to survive and be happy. That's all. Thank you for your attention.